Hi, boys and girls. It's the creator of Bored with Miss Reynolds, Better Off Reading Every Day. And today is karaoke day here at camp, so I am wearing my favorite Andrea Bocelli, because I'm going to karaoke one of his songs later on today. And guess what? Froggy is going to camp. Froggy ran into camp. All right, Froggy. Froggy's at camp. Here is Froggy. Froggy is at camp. So, let's get ready. Here's Froggy. And the book is called Froggy Goes to Camp. Whew. Froggy Goes to Camp. And this book is written by Jonathan London, illustrated by Frank Remkerwitz. Froggy Goes to Camp. It was summer. Froggy woke up and jumped on his bed. Boing, boing, boing. Oh, he's a slippery one. It said it jumped on his bed. He was so excited, he bumped his head on the ceiling. Boing, and fell down. You saw him fall down just now. Froggy, called his father. What? Up and at him. Today's the day you go to Camp Run-Amok. Froggy hopped out of bed, got dressed, zap, zip, zoop, zoot, 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 and flopped into the kitchen. Flop, flop, flop. Have you got everything? Asked his mother. Of course, said Froggy. Let's go, said Dad. And off they went. Oh no, cried Froggy an hour later. I forgot my sleeping bag. Oh, Froggy, groaned Dad, and turned the car around. 2 hours later, oh no, cried Froggy, I forgot my bathing suit. Oh, Froggy, groaned Dad, and turned the car around. By the time they got to Camp Run-Amok, it was sunset. I don't know anybody here, cried Froggy. I want to go home. Come, meet your bunkmates, dear, Mom said. Welcome to Camp Run-Amok, said Jordan, his counselor, and led them to Froggy's cabin. It was named Wildcats, but his bunkmates were the two toad twins and an otter named Yasha. Yasha was nice. He let Froggy have the top bunk. Look, said Mom, there's your principal, Mr. Mugwort. He's the camp director. Great, said Froggy. Not. By the time his parents waved goodbye, the moon was rising over Lake Winnemucca. At sunrise, a bugle blasted. Da 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 da. Last one up, said Yasha, gets tickled with a feather duster. Froggy was the last one up. Hee hee ha ha hee hee. "Welcome, campers," announced Mr. Muckwort. "Now, listen up. Today's your swim test. Tomorrow, swimmers will race to the raft on the lake at the crack of dawn." By now, it was time for breakfast. Froggy had KP duty. Kitchen patrol, washing dishes, preparing vegetables and flies, and serving. When he served Mr. Mugwort, 2 fried eggs slid off, right onto Mr. Mugwort's head. "Splat! Oops," said Froggy. Froggy passed the swim test, of course. Later, he had archery. He pulled the bow and aimed. Let go. Twig! He hit Mr. Mugwort's bottom. "Twoop! Oops," said Froggy. Oh, Tuesday the bugle blasted. On Tuesday the bugle blasted. Ta-da, 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 ta-da. And Froggy flopped down to the lake. Flop, flop, flop. "Ready to race, Froggy?" called Mr. Mugwort. "What? You forgot your bathing suit." Froggy looked down. Oops! He was wearing his boxers. Everybody laughed, even Mr. Mugwort. On Wednesday, they went on a big hike around Lake Winnemucca. It got so hot that Froggy said, "Let's jump into the lake with all our clothes on." Jordan the counselor did a swan dive. Yasha did a jackknife, and Froggy did a cannonball. Splash! And got Mr. Mugwort all wet. On Thursday, in the dining hall, the Toad twins yelled, food fight," and everybody joined in. Froggy threw a banana, but Yasha ducked, and it smeared across Mr. Mugwort's shirt. Smoosh! Mr. Mugwort was not a happy camper. On Friday, Mr. Mugwort asked, "Who knows how to paddle a kayak?" He was also the kayak instructor. I do," cried Froggy. "Are you sure?" "Yep." Froggy put on his life jacket and sat in the front. Mr. Mugwort pushed off and climbed in. Froggy held Froggy held the kayak paddle like a canoe paddle and dug in. Yikes! And over they went. Splash! "Oops," muttered Froggy, looking more red in the face than green. Mr. Mugwort glared at him, then laughed and hollered, "Water fight! Water fight!" He handed out squirt guns, and they had the wildest water fight in Camp Run Amok history. Splish, splash, sploosh! And that last night they stargazed, told scary stories around the bonfire, and sang songs like, "Dear Mama Duck, dear Papa Duck, it's fun here at Camp Run Amok. Dear Mama Duck, dear Papa Duck, it's fun here at Camp Run Amok." When Froggy's family came in the morning, Mom said, "How was camp, Froggy?" "Great! I hit Mr. Mugwort with an arrow, smooshed him with a banana, and capsized our kayak." That's nice, dear." And Froggy sang, "Beans, beans, the musical fruit, the more you eat, the more you toot. Ay, the way home, all the way home." And Froggy sang, "Beans, beans, the musical fruit, the more you eat, the more you toot, all the way home." And that is the end of Froggy Goes to Camp. Boys and girls, I am at camp. Here is my camp bag. This is a mural on my camp wall, and that is why I wanted to read this book to you, Froggy Goes to Camp. I don't own the rights to this book that I have read to you, but I love storytelling magic. And the magic of today's story is I'm at camp, and some kids are in their 6th week of camp, their last week of camp. They finished camp, but for me, we're almost done. We have about a week left, and this is a frog that was given to me when I first started as the receptionist last year. One of the guys was going to throw him out because he was busted up. He has been through it. His color is kind of discolored, but I fell in love with him because he was nice and soft, and he has those beautiful, beautiful eyes. And I said, every time I have a frog book, I'm going to take him out, push his stuffing in because it's falling out, and make him my board frog friend. So here he is. And he goes perfectly as Froggy goes to camp. Well, boys and girls, today is karaoke day at my camp, and they have all the kids line up and do karaoke. And I don't really have a song. So let's see, what can I come up with? Bored, bored, bored with Miss Reynolds. Bored, bored, bored with Miss Reynolds. Miss Reynolds, she loved to read. She loves to read. She loves to read. She created bored because she loves to read. B.O.R.E.D. B for bored. O for ooh. R for ooh. E for ooh. D for B.O.R.E.D. What does the B.O.R.E.D. really stand for? For me, it stands for B for better, O for off, R for reading, E for every, D for day. It stands for better off reading every day. Miss Reynolds is not a good singer, but she does try her very, very best. She's with Froggy, who is absolutely the cutest of all the rest. And we will see you again really, really soon. Mwah! Don't forget, boys and girls, you don't need any kind of approval to have a good time. At all. But I do recommend having a better voice than Miss Reynolds and being more put together than Froggy. He may not be perfect, but he's exactly what I needed. I'll see you again soon. Bye.